Neon bled into the rain like open veins.
Damn, cuz.
Every night the city rebooted itself. Billboards flickering back to life, drones humming their prayers to corporate gods, chrome bodies sliding through alleys like rumors, and every night he clocked in. They called him a merc, but that word was too clean. He was a fixer of endings, a courier of violence, a man who rented out his nervous system to people who never learned his real name. By daybreak, his hands still shook. His apartment sat 30 stories above a noodle market that never slept. The walls were thin, the lights dim, but she made it feel human. Her presence softened the static. She moved like someone who still believed morning mattered. She hated when he came home bleeding, quiet about it, but the way her eyes lingered on his cyberware told him everything. She traced the seams where metals met flesh, as if she were counting how much of him was still hers. "You don't have to do this forever," she said once, voice low, like a secret she was afraid the walls would hear. He didn't answer. In Night City, forever was a luxury item. The jobs kept coming, stealing data ghosts from corporate vaults, escorting people who didn't want to be found, pulling triggers for clients who paid extra not to know his face. Each contract upgraded his chrome, but downgraded his soul. He told himself it was temporary, one more payout, one more score big enough to buy them a life without alarms and bloodstains. But the city fed on that lie. She worked nights too, analog job, no implants. She said it helped her remember who she was. When their schedule overlapped, they met on the balcony, watching the city pulse below them, sharing silence like it was something sacred. Sometimes he caught her studying him, like she was afraid he'd glitch and vanish mid-sentence. "Promise me," she said once, "that you'll come back. Not just alive, but you." That one hurt worse than a bullet. The breaking point came with a contract that paid obscene money, high risk, corporate warfare disguised as freelance work, the kind of job that rewrote people. He didn't tell her the details, just kissed her forehead, inhaled her scent like it was oxygen, and walked back into the neon. The mission went sideways, always did. Bodies hit the floor, alarms scream. His HUD filled with warnings. Red static on the screen, red stacked on red. He pushed harder, faster, more machine than man, until the job was done and the city spat him back out. He won, but something inside him stayed behind. When he came home, the apartment was quiet, no lights, no music, just a note on the table, handwritten, almost archaic. "I love you, but I won't compete with a city that wants to eat you alive." He sank into the chair, chrome fingers trembling, and for the first time since he'd gone merc, the silence was louder than gunfire. Weeks passed. He still worked, still survived, but every job felt heavier, like the city was collecting interest. He started turning down contracts, selling off implants, letting the human parts hurt again. One night on the balcony, rain soaking through his jacket, he felt a presence behind him. She didn't say anything at first, just stood there, her city glow reflected in her eyes. "You look different," she said. "So do you," he replied. They stood between the noise and the quiet, between survival and living. No promises this time, no grand speeches. Just two people trying to balance love in a city designed to break it. Below them, Night City roared, hungry, electric, eternal. But for a moment, it didn't own him. And that was the hardest job he'd ever taken.